Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Kseniya and I make videos for people who, like myself, are going through the family-based immigration process. I'm not an immigration attorney. My videos are based on publicly available information, my own experience, and the experience of my subscribers. The purpose of my channel is to give you guys the confidence to go through this process completely on your own. In today's video, we are going to talk about the form I-864W, the exemption to filing an affidavit of support. Completing the affidavit of support is a crucial part of your green card process through a family petition. In order to be eligible for a green card, your petitioning sponsor, so the relative that wants to bring you to the United States, must file something known as the Affidavit of Support, the form I-864. This form is basically a contract between the petitioning sponsor and the U.S. government that states that the petitioning sponsor will be financially responsible for the intending immigrant. In the majority of family-based green card cases, the affidavit of support is required. However, there are certain situations which allow you to forego the use of the affidavit of support and instead submit something known as the exemption to filing affidavit of support, known as the form I-864W. There are only three scenarios in which you can potentially use the form I-864W. The first case is if you, as the intending immigrant, have been working in the United States and have earned at least 40 quarters of Social Security coverage. The second situation is if you are a self-petitioning special immigrant or a self-petitioning victim of abuse under the Violence Against Women's Act. And the final situation is if you are a child who, upon arrival to the United States, will automatically become a U.S. citizen. Today, I will specifically only cover the use of the I-864W with the 40 credits of Social Security coverage. You earn them by working in the United States and paying taxes. Every year, the Social Security Administration allows you to earn up to 4 credits of Social Security coverage. And this is because you can only earn 1 credit per the quarter of work. In a year, we only have 4 quarters. If you have been working in the United States for at least 10 years, you probably have earned at least 40 quarters of Social Security coverage. However, there are other cases in which you don't have to have worked in the US for 10 years. You can use any credits that were either acquired by your spouse or by your parent. Keep in mind, though, that you can only count the credits that were earned during your marriage. At the same time, if you are using any credits that were acquired by your parent, for example, you can only use the credits that have been acquired during the time that you were under the age of 18. Can these credits be combined? The good news is absolutely yes. In the form I-864W instructions, right on the first page, they discuss 3 conditions under which you can use these Social Security credits. One of them is that if you yourself have earned at least 40 credits. The second condition is that if your spouse or parent has earned these credits, like we discussed earlier. And the third condition is you can use a combination of the above. So as you can see, you don't necessarily have to have been working in the United States for 10 years. For instance, if you have been married to your spouse for 5 years and both of you have been working and earning these credits, it is very likely that each of you have earned at least 20 credits of Social Security coverage, and you can use those, you can combine them to help you out in terms of filing the I-864W form. However, another condition that you must meet is that you cannot use any credits that were earned while you or your spouse or your parent have received means-tested public benefits. In this case, all public benefits count, including food stamps and Medicaid. What evidence should you be submitting with this form I-864W? So obviously the form itself is fairly short, but the biggest evidence that you need to submit is your Social Security statement. You can obtain this statement online through the ssa.gov or by submitting the form requesting your Social Security statement by mail. And I will link those resources under this video. If you are, for example, filing as a combination of credits between you and your spouse or you and your parent, you will also need to provide proof of your relationship, so either your copy of your marriage certificate with your spouse, and if you're filing as a combination with your parent, for example, then in that case you will need to submit the copy of your birth certificate proving your relationship with your parent. You obviously have to send this form I-864W with your green card application and all the evidence that goes with it. And in my personal opinion, I would also include an additional separate cover letter explaining this situation and explaining to the adjudicating officer why you qualify to use the form I-864W. You really want to give them a clear idea of when you have started working in the United States, or maybe your spouse has, how long you've been married, how many credits you have earned either by yourself or in total. If you have been here on a legal status that allows you to work and you have earned these credits, you have proof of work authorization, then you can most likely go ahead and use this form. So I hope you guys found this video useful. Let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!